What's up, guys? It's Zach the Celtics guy here. I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. I've just been doing a lot of streams lately, and I was away with Steven on vacation. So I'm back and here to cover more neocon bullshit that's in the news that deserves coverage. So the anti-LGBT bigot and neocon hypocrite Marco Rubio from Florida, Florida, the same state run by the right-wing authoritarian Ron DeSantis, who's also an anti-LGBT bigot. But now, Marco Rubio is now bitching and moaning over Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg on Sunday after a Biden administration official called out the Florida senator over legislation that would protect same-sex marriage, saying that it would be a stupid waste of time. He literally said that protecting gay marriage would be a waste of time at the federal level because he's against gay marriage and he's a bigot. I mean, he's homophobic. I mean, need I go on? I mean, what's there to say other than that? So basically, the guy cheers about religious freedom all day and intervention in other countries all day. I mean, he's one of the saddest jokes in the country. And there was literally a video on this, a 58-second video, and we'll see if I can load it up here, and I will respond to it as we go along.
We have our Harvard-educated Transportation Secretary, Pete Buttigieg, who apparently never learned that there's a difference between the state level and the federal level. The Disney fight was a state fight because our legislature rightfully passed a law that said that we don't want our public schools indoctrinating 6- and 7-year-olds in the transgender agenda.
But it's okay for Ron DeSantis to literally sign legislation to teach them about the dangers of communism, right? To basically indoctrinate into children in Florida schools that, left-wingers are bad, and these regimes around the world that literally have no bearing on the United States of America whatsoever are unacceptable to Florida or everything else. What the fuck are you saying?
I supported that law. But what I focus on at the...
Of course you supported that law because you're a fucking dumbass. Again, the same guy that wants to sit there and talk about, Republican Party, the principle of limited government. Remember, guys, these are the same people that talk about being all for limited government all day long. When it's like, funny, you're cheering on big government right here, right now. You were cheering on big government when Ron DeSantis in Florida was literally undermining people's rights and had election police and cracking down on protesters near his house and all this other stuff. So you were literally just there. You're literally there bitching that Democrats are doing big government at the federal level and everything else. When you're sitting there cheering on big government. But it's okay when Ron DeSantis does it, and I call him Ron DeSantis because he's a warmonger and a bigot. So there you are cheering on your shitty governor using big government, and you just did so fucking 10.5 minutes ago. You fucking dipshit.
Federal level, in the Senate, are federal problems that matter to real people, real problems. I'll give you a real problem. We have a transportation secretary named Pete Buttigieg who believes that highways can be racist.
I'd love to see the quote where he said that highways are racist. I'd love to see the quote because I guarantee you don't have any. I guarantee you he never said highways are racist because, it's funny, all the times I've been on the highways before, Steven and I drove on the highways on our trip to and from Indiana. I've been on the highways in Mass going to walk in the woods. I've gone up to New Hampshire on I-93. Yeah, because I remember the times that the highways are racist and whatever. Yeah, because I'm sure that's exactly what he said. Yeah, I'm literally sure that that's exactly what he said. Again, you know what this is? All this is it's just flinging mud at your critics. It's like, I don't know, he says this is racist, this is racist, blah, blah, blah. They're just taking mud and just throwing mud at it, just literally throwing mud at your critics. That's all you're doing.
Believes that $5 gas, which is killing working Americans, that $5 gas is a great thing.
So what are you doing about it? Like what are you doing to help gas prices? It's like, you're not fucking doing anything about it, dipshit. You're not fucking doing anything. You fucking weaselly little scumfuck. You're not doing shit about it. You just want to sit there and bitch and moan. Your idea of solving gas prices is just bitching and moaning about oh, how high they are and everything else. But then but like, what's your solution? What is Marco Rubio's solution to the problems that are facing our country? Oh, I know it is. It's like, Marco Rubio will never tell you what he believes in because he has no real principles. He has literally no real principles. None whatsoever. He will never sit there and tell you exactly what he believes in. Never. He'll never tell you what he believes in. All he believes in is just Peabody is a Harvard style Marxist, and he thinks highway is a racist, and Joe Biden is a communist, and Obama was wrong to make peace with Cuba. Oh my God. Oh, Venezuela. We must bomb Venezuela. Oh, Ron DeSantis is great. He's my guy. Yeah. That's all you believe in. You literally have no core principles. You don't have any core principles. All your idea is just sitting there and bitching and moaning about the other side and flinging mud at them and smearing all your critics as Marxist, communists, and everything else. You're literally doing the fucking Alex Jones approach to this type of thing. You're literally just a watered down version of Alex Jones and Ron DeSantis and Trump just mixed together. Because it's funny that, like, you'll never sit there and tell us what you believe in. Your idea is just American capitalism great no matter what, and intervention in other countries good no matter what, because we must do that because America, greatest country in the world. Like, that's all you believe in. It's like, you have no fucking core principles, you jackass. You don't have any.
Because that means people are going to drive less, or because everyone's now going to go out and buy a $65,000 electric car with a Chinese battery in it.
A Chinese battery in it. Like, what the fuck are you saying, dude? What the fuck is this guy talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? A Chinese battery. Yeah, look at all the products in the stores and everything else that are made in China. Oh my God, this product in here is made in China. Oh my God. You know, like, we can say all this stuff about, China being an authoritarian regime and whatnot, but you know what? It is what it is. It's like, what does a fucking electric car with a Chinese battery have to do with literally, what does that have to do with anything, Marco Rubio? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? So 1 minute you go from Peabody is a Marxist and he thinks highway is racist and him codifying gay marriage is unacceptable because I hate the gays, I'm a homophobic bigot, but I don't want to tell people that I'm homophobic, but I'm not totally not homophobic, even though I want to ban gays from marrying and everything else, like, that's all you believe in.
I'm going to focus on the real problems. I'm not going to focus on the agenda that's dictated by a bunch of affluent elite liberals and a bunch of Marxist misfits.
Marxist misfits. Again, he's doing it again. He's just taking mud and flinging it at people. It's so funny that Joe Biden, you act like these people are Marxists, when it's funny. They have a fucking weird way of showing it. It's funny, like, all of these, like literal neoliberals. These literal neoliberals, they don't want to admit that Joe Biden and these other people probably agree with this side more than anything because remember, Joe Biden disinvited Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua from the Summit of America. So you would think Marco Rubio would cheer that on. You would think that he would cheer that on, but then what does he do? He sits there and he continues to bitch about Biden even though Biden was doing the bidding work for him. So congratulations, you're super transparent and up in your face about how you have no real principles. Well, of course, Marco Rubio has no principles because 90% of the Republican politicians in this country have no principles. Their idea is that Republicans are great no matter what. Ron DeSantis is great no matter what. It's literally just Ron DeSantis, Republican. Ass-kissing 101. Trump ass-kissing 101. That's all this is. This is literally just ass-kissing 101. Of the other side is bad no matter what, but my side is great no matter what. It's like, oh, my side is great no matter what. Even when they do my bidding work, I still bitch about them because nothing's good enough. That's exactly what it is. Because you don't believe in anything, Marco. You don't fucking believe in anything. Because you're a goddamn hypocrite. You are literally a goddamn hypocrite. You know nothing about politics. You know nothing about world affairs. You know nothing about how government and structures of government work. You know nothing. You know nothing about any of this stuff and how any of this shit works. You don't know anything about it. Except that you want to ban gay marriage and this and that, and I want to treat gays like shit. But remember, this is the same guy that lectures Cuba and Venezuela on human rights all fucking day long. Cuba and Venezuela. Oh, the dictators, communist dictators. Cuba and Venezuela were violating human rights. Is bad, it's evil and bad, and Castro's evil and bad, and Cuba's regime is bad. Oh, but when I violate the rights of gay people in America, that's perfectly acceptable. It's like Cuba and Venezuela violating human rights is bad, but when I do it to the gays, it's perfectly acceptable because I don't like the gays and because America. Go fuck yourself.
Who sadly today control the agenda of the modern Democratic Party.
And sadly, people like this, some way, somehow, have power. They literally, some way, somehow, have power. And that's pathetic. So, I mean, if Democrats are trying to pass legislation to get gay marriage in the law, that's a big step in the right direction because, you know, this is something that they should have done ages ago. But like, it doesn't matter. It's like, get the fuck out of the way, asshole. Okay, we're living in 2022. We're not in 1822, but we know Marco Rubio is a Christian fundamentalist neocon, and he's a warmonger, and he's a fucking hypocrite. He literally is a fucking goddamn hypocrite. He literally works alongside a guy, Ron DeSantis, who big government and everything else. The Democrats are big government. Really? Well, Marco. Well, Ron DeSantis is somehow is having big government when he's trying to indoctrinate children into right-wing propaganda in schools and violating the rights of LGBT people. Oh, that's right, in his fight with Disney, because Disney, oh my God, you know. It's like you work alongside with these people. Remember, Marco Rubio's defended the Bushes, he's defended all these people. He's defended every single neocon that you can imagine. He's defended John fucking Bolton, who literally admitted not too long ago that he's planned coups in foreign countries, including the 2002 coup in Venezuela against the former president Hugo Chavez that Marco Rubio had a hate boner for, by the way, of course, because Venezuela bad no matter what. And Mike Pompeo, who was one of the fucking worst war criminals on the face of the earth, that literally called to execute Edward Snowden, called to execute Julian Assange, and literally called for bombing Iran and Syria, and wants war with Russia, wants war with North Korea, and wants war with all of these countries, and wants to fucking bomb Cuba and Venezuela. I mean, he never said outright he wants to bomb Cuba and Venezuela, but I'm sure he thinks in the back of his head that he wants to do that. That's what he wants to do. Because this is all they believe in. Again, they have nothing to stand on. These people have nothing to say. Marco Rubio has nothing to say about Pete Buttigieg. And even if he disagreed with Pete Buttigieg on the same-sex marriage legislation, which is funny, because it's like, well, congratulations, you are the majority of Americans would disagree with you, Marco. Because the majority of Americans have been for gay marriage for years and years and years now. So you are not in the majority. You and other anti-gay marriage bigots are literally in the minority. Even most Republicans are for gay marriage. Republican governor of my state, Massachusetts, Charlie Baker, one of the most LGBT-friendly politicians in the country. Chris Sununu in New Hampshire, to the north of me, also pro-gay marriage. Phil Scott in Vermont, also for gay marriage, Republican. Larry Hogan of Maryland. There was a time when maybe he was for traditional marriage, but then he's but he said he evolved on gay marriage. Yeah, it's okay. People can change. But do you think Marco Rubio will change? No, Marco Rubio will never change. Marco Rubio is a fucking neocon at his core. He literally has that anti-gay streak in him. He literally has that anti-gay streak in him. Because he doesn't want gay marriage to be legal. Because he hates gay people. And he's proven that time and time again. He's literally proved that time and time again. You do every single thing that you accuse Cuba and Venezuela of doing times infinity and beyond. Okay, that's literally what you do. You are super transparent about how you're a bigot and you're a warmonger. And I've said this on numerous occasions. These fucking people, like Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz and Ron DeSantis and Tim Hulskamp and whatever other anti-gay Republicans, I don't know, Mike Pompeo. Mike Pompeo was also a blazing fucking homophobe. John Bolton too, to a lesser extent, I think. I'm not too sure. Also, same thing, George W. Bush, also a fucking anti-gay bigot. You people are in no position, and yeah, I'm calling it you people because you people are fucking jokes. You're in no position to talk about human rights in any country whatsoever. And you know what? If gay marriage became legal nationwide because of that, because of legislation, who cares? Like, literally, who cares? The reason we need legislation codified is because the Supreme Court is literally filled with a bunch of Christian fundamentalists like fucking Clarence Thomas. A fucking scumbag who is on the forefront of violating women's rights. You know, Mr. Anti-Abortion, who threw this country into a constitutional crisis when he overturned Roe v. Wade. Because we need legislation to protect gay people, because people like Clarence Thomas and Marco Rubio and others and Ron DeSantis would violate the rights of gay people like myself in a second. That's exactly what they would do. But it doesn't matter. Because I'm a gay man, I'm going to stand up for my rights, and there's not a fucking thing you can do about it, Marco. There isn't a fucking thing you can do about it. Because us in the gay community, we're not scared of you. Because we're not scared of you. We don't go down without a fight. And I will continue to fucking call your goddamn bullshit out. Because you're a fucking liar, and you're a fucking hypocrite, and you're one of the worst people that this country has to offer. Because you're a fucking asshole, and you're a fucking dipshit. Listen to a Marco Rubio speech, and jot down a bunch of things, and tell me what this motherfucker stands for. Other than gay marriage bad, Cuba, Venezuela bad, communism, socialism bad, Obama, Biden bad, blah, 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 blah. Other than that, tell me what Marco Rubio believes in. Tell me right now, what does Marco Rubio believe in? He doesn't believe in anything. He literally doesn't believe in anything. There was a time during the 2016 debates when Chris Christie destroyed Marco Rubio. And it was so pathetic that it made me go to the side of fucking Chris Christie, who's also another neocon hypocrite. Okay? So, like, come on now. You're so fucking bad that you made me defend Chris Christie at one point because of this. So no, Marco. It's none of your fucking business what gay people do in their bedrooms or whether or not gay people marry. Okay? It's none of your fucking business. Stay the fuck out of people's business and go fuck yourself. Mind your fucking business. You and other anti-gay right-wingers like yourselves. Mind your fucking business. It has no bearing on you, and it has no bearing on your life whatsoever. So fuck off. Same thing with Cuba and Venezuela. These countries that you want to interfere in because you think there's some fucking Stalinist countries that are going to nuke the U.S. or something, some way, somehow. It's like, again, you bitch and moan about the stupidest things imaginable because you don't have anything to argue on. Gay marriage has no bearing on Marco Rubio's life, or his wife's life, or his family's life. Just like Cuba and Venezuela and Nicaragua and these other countries that Marco Rubio wants to interfere in and be a hypocrite and call out for human rights when he himself is a human rights violator. Can you say hypocrite? Yeah, I sure can. You bitch and moan about issues and about places that have no bearing on you whatsoever and have no bearing on the United States of America whatsoever. So, shut the fuck up and understand that you're an idiot. That you're an idiot, you're a jackass, you're an asshole, you're a hypocrite, you're a liar, and you're a smear merchant. You are a typical modern-day Republican politician. That's what you are. You are a typical Republican politician that bitches and moans no matter what. The other side bad no matter what, but my other side good. This is all Marco Rubio has to offer. If this is all this guy has to offer, then this guy doesn't have any position to be in power. He doesn't give a shit about people in Florida. He doesn't give a shit about people in the United States of America whatsoever. No, let's continue to call these people out and put up a fight and tell them to go fuck themselves. Because we need to continue to do that and continue to bust their asses up, because Marco Rubio deserves this and all the criticism that he gets and more, because he deserves all of it and he knows that he's all of these things. Fuck him. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get on here and cover this video because I saw this a couple days ago and I just could not help but cover this because this was too good. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here, but thank you to everybody who was listening. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll be back with more videos and streams and other stuff coming up soon. More stuff on the way. This is Zach the Celtics guy saying thank you for watching. See you all again in the next stream or video or whatever it happens to be. More stuff coming your way soon. Take care, be well, and I'll see you all again next time. Marco Rubio, fuck you, go fuck yourself. To everyone else, bye for now, peace out, take care, and have a good day.